Hi guys, and welcome to this channel. So in this video I want to talk about something that I don't know if I should call it controversial, but best believe that I'm going to be sharing some of my opinions in this video. So come, let's go. You know I can be quite opinionated. Now Toyin Abraham's ex, I'm going to start like that, I know, because somehow you can't take that away from Toyin Abraham or also from the person I'm talking about. Toyin Abraham was married to Adeniyi Johnson, a colleague of her, from 2013 until around 2017. And the relationship was supposed to be beautiful, but when they ended it, it was really tumultuous. Both of them said horrible things concerning each other on social media. And to even make matters interesting, shortly after that, Adeniyi Johnson made official his relationship with Seyi Edun, who was then believed to be one of Toyin Abraham's girls, one of the apprentices of Toyin Abraham. So it seemed like, did you take your Oga's husband? But Toyin said I had moved on, and she started going out with a Nollywood producer and manager of talent, movie distributor Olajide Karim, who is popularly known as Seun Egbegbe. She went out with him for a period of months and then had to break the relationship when Seun Egbegbe was arrested, and eventually he got into prison. But I feel like that was a turning point for Toyin Abraham's life. But now that Seun Egbegbe has been released, what took him to prison? Because then, recall the song, iPhone 1 Legbegbe, iPhone 2 Legbegbe. That song was referring to Seun Egbegbe's stunts, because apparently it was taken at the popular computer village in Ikeja, Lagos, for trying to pilfer an iPhone then. And that was what was on the internet, and that was what informed that song, because we thought, oh, this man is a petty thief. But apparently this man had done more than that, because from 2015 to 2017, according to the judge that sentenced him and the police that really arraigned this man in court, he had duped not less than 40 bureau de change operatives. Yes, he had duped them to a tune of about 36 million naira. He didn't just do naira, he did pound and dollars. It took 36 million naira when totaled. It took 90,000 US dollars, and it also took some 12,000 pounds. So this man took a lot of money from 2015 to 2017. He took about 40 bureau de change officers, promising them that, oh, I'm a star, I have a lot of nairas, I want to change to foreign currency, I'll be traveling. And they gave him this money and he duped them, and finally he was apprehended and taken to court. And that happened back in February of 2017, and he had remained in detention and has been remanded since then. In 2020, they wanted to get bail for him, but he couldn't meet the 5 million naira bail that was set, so he had to still remain in jail and remain in detention. But fortunately for him, now 2022, some few days ago, on the 12th of October 2022, Seun Egbegbe was released by the judge that actually asked him to be detained 7 years ago. 6 months, 8 months, about 6 years ago. Actually 6 years and 8 months ago, if you are doing the maths right, of the 7 years sentence he got. Okay, you're confused. Let me help you. Let's get back to 2017. He was arraigned on a 44 count charge. Now on his own, he was arraigned on 36 counts. Then they now found some accomplices, about 4 other accomplices that were involved in all the situation he did, and that increased the count charge to 44. So he was arraigned on a 44 count charge. But fortunately for him, the judge only found him guilty of 1, that is count 19, basically forgery. Let me just tell you the summary. And so he was sentenced to 7 years. Now he has served 6 years and 8 months, and eventually he secured his release. You understand now? Now that he's been released, the judge actually said that he shouldn't have even gone in the first place, because apparently the police tampered with the evidence, tampered with the money they got from him. So the judge has said that they need to return all the money they took from Seun Egbegbe. they need to return all that money to him. This man is 49 years old. He has spent about 6 years in jail, but about 39 million naira, 36 million naira, the 90,000 US dollars that was taken from him back then should be returned to him now. Now, my question is, are they supposed to adjust for inflation? Because $90,000 then is not $90,000 now. And what $90,000 can buy then? It cannot afford it now. Basically, it's broke now. It cannot. So, like, are they going to adjust for inflation? And also, what will happen to the part of the money that has been tampered by the Nigerian police? Because somebody was even like, Nigerian police they are irredeemable. How would you tamper with evidence? This money is not yours. Even if it takes 10 years for him to eventually get out of jail, why would you tamper with his money? Especially one that the courts are said to be kept as evidence. But now they have to return everything to GBANKOGBI, and he's a free man. Some persons are now questioning and saying, what will become of this 49-year-old man? While he was a free man back in 2017, before he became an ex-convict now, he used to manage a lot of artists like Pasuma. He managed Fuji artists. He used to manage normal, hip-hop, Afrobeat artists. He also used to distribute and produce movies under the Ebony Media Production Limited platform. That was his own platform. He used to distribute movies, among others. So people are now questioning, how is he going to be able to go back to his life before? And some other persons are saying, maybe Toyin Abraham will come through for a one-time love. Now, when GBANKOGBI was sentenced back in 2017, Toyin Abraham sort of went into an hiatus, in the sense that she got in an interview then to say that was the worst period ever of her life, and she didn't even imagine that she would have to go through something like that with somebody she thought she was in love with. And she didn't stop there. That was when she said that she realized that she didn't have friends, even in the industry. People that were her friends actually were the ones bringing to limelight all of the dirty things that GBANKOGBI was going through while he was being tried, and everything that Toyin Abraham did to try and cope with the whole situation. Now Toyin Abraham is not shy to talk about her substance abuse and how she used to be, all into taking drugs basically, and doing vices just to be good. She's now very vocal talking about it, but she said that that's in her past. Now, when that happened, she went into some sort of remission. But I personally think that was a turning point for her, because if that didn't happen, her life might not have drastically turned how it is now. Because from like 2019, shortly after the whole situation, that happened in February. So 2018, she was really down. She wasn't doing nothing. But that was also when she got a manager, Samuel Olatunji. Now, I don't know if that was when she got the manager, or if he's always been a manager, but just really didn't know how to, deal with her. But that was when her current manager, at least Samuel Olatunji, came into the picture and was like, we need to do a 360 for you. First off, cut out those friends. You can't be friends with this person. So she stopped having friends in the industry. She was a recluse, basically. She was doing things her own way, started reading books. This was what Toyin Abraham said in an interview with Today very recently in 2022, reflecting on that part in that time of the year. And she said that she started reading books, she changed her circle, started moving with people who were doing big things, and that was when her mentality actually really did change. And you can say that helped Toyin Abraham, because the Toyin Abraham at GME that we have now, that got married back in 2019, is a totally different person. You might not even be able to relate her with the Toyin Aimaku that we had then. She changed her name even. See, she's now Toyin Abraham at GME. She's married to Kolawole at GME. Together they have a son, Ire, at GME, and she has a stepdaughter who I think is now her adopted daughter. I don't know, there is no document. I've not seen any legal document to say that Temitope at GME is now her adopted daughter. But they refer to them on social media. They refer to themselves on social media as mother and daughter. So I want to assume that has happened, and that is a teenage child of Kolawole at GME from a previous relationship. And it is even said that Toyin is heavily pregnant. I don't know at this point. I don't know if I should believe it or not, but it is said that they're expecting their second child together and they are growing their family. In fact, Toyin has even ignored and come out to deflect a lot of rumors and sayings that herself and Kolawole at GME are ending their marriage. It seems like that is not happening anytime soon. Kolawole at GME is Toyin Abraham's husband, is also a senior colleague in the industry. Toyin Abraham has since 2017-2018 gone ahead to redirect her whole situation. She's now one of the highest grossing producers in Nigeria. She's featured in a lot of blockbuster movies. She is now basically a female's baby. She has movies in the cinema almost every month. I mean, not every month, but ever so often. She has also become a director over the course of the 6 years and 8 months that Seun Egbegbe was incarcerated. Now I want to see how this whole thing is going to, you know, become the bigger picture that is going to come out from this, how we're going to be able to explore all of those situations with Seun Egbegbe, Toyin Abraham, Kolawole Ajayemi, Adeniyi Johnson, his own wife, Seyi Edun, etc., etc. In the comment section, I want to hear from you what you think concerning all these intertwinement and, you know, all of the situation. Do you think Toyin is going to make herself as distant from the whole story as possible? I want to hear from you. And what do you think Seun Egbegbe's next course of action should be as he's trying to integrate back into the society after suffering all of those things for the past 6 years? He's currently 49, about to be 50, and he's not going to be the first Yoruba artist to actually go to jail or the first celebrity ever to go to jail. But we're talking about Seun Egbegbe here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.